Should I break up with my boyfriend? I'm struggling to make an incredibly difficult decision, and I'm torn between my heart and the reality of my situation. My boyfriend and I have been together since November of 2022. We met through a mutual friend, and from the beginning he was incredibly sweet to me. He made me feel special, loved, and cared for, and I genuinely thought we had something good. However, in the past year things have drastically changed, and I'm left questioning whether I should continue this relationship or walk away. From the outside, our relationship might look fine. He is kind and charming at times, but over time I've seen a side of him that has been deeply hurtful, not only to me but also to my family and friends. People close to me have become concerned about me, warning me that I deserve better, and they've begged me to leave him. But love isn't always as simple as just walking away, and I'm struggling with that. One of the biggest issues is his inability to keep a job. It's honestly become a pattern. He can't seem to hold down a steady job for more than a few months. In fact, he's had more jobs in the time we've been together than I've had in my entire working career. We moved into an apartment together in September, and I had high hopes that things were going to change. I thought he had finally found a job that he could keep, but that quickly proved to be untrue. He hasn't worked since November, and the financial burden has fallen entirely on me. I pay for our rent, utilities, and groceries. I'm also responsible for covering the costs of his lawyer. It's gotten so bad that my entire paycheck is spent just on paying for rent. There's very little left over for anything else, and I'm constantly stressed about keeping us afloat. It feels like I'm doing everything and he's doing nothing. And it's not just the financial strain that's breaking me, it's the emotional toll it's taking as well. He constantly gaslights me, undermining my feelings and making me question my own reality. If I try to talk to him about anything, whether it's how stressed I am or how I feel like I'm carrying all the weight, he manipulates me into feeling like I'm being unreasonable. He tells me I'm being a gold digger when all I'm trying to do is survive and make sure we're okay. He's also incredibly controlling. He monitors who I talk to, where I go, and even what I wear. He doesn't let me be myself without feeling like I'm being scrutinized or judged. It's suffocating. The physical side of our relationship has become even more concerning. He has a very high sex drive, and while I understand that sexual needs are a part of a relationship, his needs are unrealistic. When I'm not able to keep up with him, he's forced himself on me, sometimes even while I'm asleep. It's made me feel like I have no control over my own body. The emotional and physical strain has affected my mental health to the point where I feel like I'm in a constant state of anxiety and depression. We've been fighting a lot recently, and it feels like everything is spiraling out of control. Every time we argue, he finds a way to gaslight me or turn the situation into something I'm at fault for. He punches holes in the walls when he's angry, which, aside from being incredibly alarming, has also resulted in damage to our apartment. We live in a rented space, so there goes our security deposit. He's said multiple times that he's been applying for jobs, but when I come home from work, he's either asleep or playing video games. Call of Duty seems to be his escape. I want to believe that he's trying, but at this point, it feels like I'm just being strung along with empty promises. I love him, but I am so exhausted from carrying everything on my own. I made a huge mistake recently that I deeply regret. I cheated on him once. It wasn't something I'm proud of, and I blocked the person immediately after it happened because I knew it was wrong. But of course he found out, and he hasn't let me forget it. Sometimes, during intimate moments, he brings it up, telling me he wishes I had stayed in contact with the person. Then, in other moments when we're not being intimate, he degrades me for it, bringing it up as a way to hurt me whenever we fight. Back in December, I tried to leave him. I felt like I had no other option. The weight of everything, his inability to provide, his control, the emotional and physical abuse, was too much to handle. But when I told him I was done, he broke down, and I couldn't handle seeing him so devastated. I started second-guessing myself, and I ended up staying. He said things like, "So you're just going to throw us away because you're stressed about money?" His guilt-tripping has kept me trapped in this situation, making me feel like if I leave, I'm abandoning him or being heartless. But I'm at a breaking point. I don't know how much more I can take. I'm carrying the weight of this relationship on my shoulders, and I'm not sure how to keep going. I feel like I'm sinking deeper and deeper into a situation that's toxic and unhealthy. I feel trapped living under the same roof. I don't even know how to leave him. We share everything from our apartment to our belongings, and I don't know how to separate our lives. What happens to the things we've accumulated together? What happens to the bills, the rent, and all the other responsibilities? I'm at a loss and I'm too scared to make the wrong move. But staying with him doesn't feel right anymore either. I'm reaching out because I need advice. I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to believe that things can improve, that maybe he'll change, but I'm not sure how much longer I can keep waiting for him to make an effort. I don't want to give up on love, but I also don't want to lose myself in the process. If anyone has any advice or has been through something similar, please help me figure out the best way forward. I just need to know how to escape this cycle, how to find the strength to move on, and how to start over without feeling like I'm making a huge mistake.